Well, hey everyone, here is the weekly wrap-up for June 28th, 2019. This has been quite a week, and while normally my wrap-ups cover multiple different items that have been going on throughout the week, this has been a week all about one thing, and that was the Storyteller Bible is complete. The New Testament is finished. It is available at storytellerbible.com. And it is also available. There are so many different people were asking me if I was going to create kind of a physical version, either a USB stick with MP3s or CDs. And update on that, the USB stick is going to be available. I'm going to be doing the first round of duplication and printing on Monday the 5th, or the week of the 15th of July. So anybody, I did a survey. For those of you that read this email on Wednesday, some of this is going to be a rerun, but just kind of wanted to let everybody know on the YouTube channel where this goes, as well as on the email list, what's happening with this. But I did a survey on whether people wanted it. You overwhelmingly did on a physical device, as well as kind of what the price point should be. What are people even willing to pay? A vast majority, while the prices were all over the place, a vast majority of people fell between the $40 and $75 range. So I'm going to price it at the lowest end of that. But anybody who orders for this first run is going to get it for 30 bucks instead of 40. So you can just go to storytellerbible.com and click one of the links, or you can go to keithfarron.store and you'll see it on there as well. There's no coupon or anything. I've just made it a sale that's going to last through the 14th at midnight. So what that USB stick is going to have on it, it's going to have each of the 27 books, plus I threw in Jonah just because I wanted to record Jonah. But it's going to have 28 MP3 files, so you can listen to a book, just kind of one thing straight through. It's also going to have all 28 of those books broken up into their individual chapters as an individual MP3 file. So if you want to build a playlist with the Gospel of John, for example, it can have 21 files so that it's easier for you to find something in chapter 17, for example. The other two files it will have on there or the two sets of files. One are all 28 MP or M4B, which is the iTunes Apple audiobook file, and then there's the M4A, which is the Android audiobook file, and that really allows you to put that into whatever audiobook program that you use. I mean, the iBooks program on an Apple device works great. But that allows you to, if you're listening to something like Luke or Matthew or Acts, and you're not going to listen to it all in one sitting, when you turn your phone off, the next time you launch the app, it's going to remember your place. So that's super helpful. As well as you can change the speed, you can put in bookmarks, all those things you can do with an audiobook file that you can't necessarily do with an MP3. So this has been a crazy week. You can still stream it for free, just so you know. It's not one of those things where I've made it so that everybody who wants to access it has to pay for it, but people who want to own the files. And one last thing about the whole CD thing. People are asking me about CDs, and as you might imagine, that is a lot more involved because there's artwork on the CDs. There are multiple CDs because you can't fit the entire New Testament on one CD. It's probably more like 8 to 12. I'm still trying to figure all that out with a guy that I know who produces a lot of CDs. You've got artwork for the front and back cover of whatever kind of case. You have to look at what kind of physical case you're going to have, all that kind of stuff. So there's just so much that goes into that. I started that conversation and really am trying to see what the feasibility is of producing physical CDs. So, and how much I would have to charge to just even recoup costs, and whether it's really worth it. So it will most likely, if it's going to happen on CD, it will most likely not happen for probably, I don't know, I would guess 2 to 4 months, just all that's involved in that. But the USB sticks, the first round, anybody who orders by the 14th will have one shipped going out sometime the week of the 15th. If you have any other questions, you can certainly comment on this video. You can reply to it if you're getting this in email. You can comment on the YouTube video or send me a Facebook message, all those different kinds of fun things. But it's been an exciting week. Thank you so much for praying with me over the last year as I've been putting this together. It's fun to hear people telling me how they use it and where they use it, and I'd love to hear from you. Have a great weekend.